So now that we've got the bus treatment applied, we might throw some EQ on there. I don't know. We might do a little bit of individual EQ. We've balanced this guitar. We're kind of turning these things up, these other pieces up, and just going to now listen through to the song a bit more and continue to balance the guitars, maybe do a little bit of EQ treatment, and yeah, whatever I do now, I'll just kind of talk about sort of probably after the fact, just to kind of get all the guitars in shape. I will also in that time while listening, I'll turn on this other guitar bus for this guitar here, and just set this bus up for this guitar. And since I've kind of walked through this one already, should be able to kind of follow along with everything I'll be doing there. If I feel like I do anything significant or special, I will review and speak about it after.
A woman and your friends and kids. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. Sun goes down. Oh, but your heart's gotta hurt right now. And if you won't let your tears run out, even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. So you wake up with a sigh every day. Hours are forever at a job you hate, and I know you feel anonymous as you write another name on another cup. Didn't tell you I was dropping by when you saw me in the line where you nearly cried, traded breaks so you could hang with me. We held each other tight for the full 15. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes, and you get right on your heart's gotta hurt right now. And if you won't let your tears run out, even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down.
Okay, I was working on the guitars, but then what happens to me often enough is that when I take my specific attention away from something, I realize that maybe it's not balanced quite how I want it to be, and I also realized that the vocal sound was on the chorus was a little too loud and a little too bright. So I changed the level of it, the gain staging of it, and feel much better about that. So going to go back over to the guitar, focusing on the guitars.
A woman and your friends and kids. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes, and you get right on your heart's gotta hurt right now. And if you won't let your tears run out, even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. So you wake up with a sigh every day. Hours are forever at a job you hate, and I know you feel anonymous as you write another name on another cup. Didn't tell you I was dropping by when you saw me in the line where you nearly cried, traded breaks so you could hang with me. We held each other tight for the full 15. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes, and you get right on your heart's gotta hurt right now. And if you won't let your tears run out, even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. And it's alright to let yourself feel sad. It's alright to let yourself be bad. You take a hit, then you hit it right back. You take a hit, then you hit it right back. And it's so you wake up with a sigh every day. Stop forever at a job you hate, and I know you feel anonymous as you write another name on another cup. Didn't tell you I was dropping by when you saw me in the line where you nearly cried, traded breaks so you could hang with me. We held each other tight for the full 15. So you wake up with a sigh every day. where you nearly cried, traded breaks so you could hang with me. We held each other tight for the full fit, so you wake up with a sigh every day. I was out forever at a job you hate, and I know you feel anonymous as you write another name on another cup. Didn't tell you I was dropping by when you saw me in the line where you nearly cried.
Okay, I don't think I did anything particularly noteworthy to discuss. Maybe if you could ask me questions, you might, but just did a little rebalancing. Activated this second guitar bus for this guitar and the sound. Realized that maybe it's just a little too reverby the way I had it balanced, and you could see some of the differences that I made different adjustments here. It's like not as much of a high percentage on either one of these as on the other bus, just because I want this to be a little livelier and not as aggressive. Rolled off a little bit different low end, and then also here on the saturation, it doesn't really need as much aggression, and the cloudiness or the low end doesn't need to be brought back because it's just kind of a nice quality of what the sound is. Yeah, so there's that. The other thing, this guitar and the arrangement, it living in the center doesn't make sense to me, but then panning it off to one side because of its limited participation doesn't make sense to me either. So I'm just kind of coming to the realization that I want to just pan it over to the left side because this guitar does go away in the arrangement some, just sort of left. And I think what I'll do though, and I changed the balance of it, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use this mono delay, and I'm going to send it off the brighter. I'm not going to send it off both. Sometimes, depending on the color of sound that I want to send a delay, I might pick a different send as opposed to sending it from both. We'll play with that. I feel like this is the one I want to send it from, but let's set the delay up and then we'll kind of experiment with all that. So let's get the level going here. What I want to do is I want to pan the delay over here. Just a little bit of width for this, a little bit of interest. So let's solo this up and work on this delay sound. Using a dotted 16th. Is that a 16th? Yeah. To a dotted 16th, just to kind of have the delay happen sort of in between the very chuggy rhythm that is kind of going on, just like the very on the beat eighth note kind of thing. Rolled off some of the top end. I don't know that we need as much feedback as that. And just, I'm not really using it so you hear it specifically being delayed. It's just a way of widening the tone out and sort of spreading out where that part is appearing in the stereo field.
So you wake up with a sigh every day. I was out forever at a job you hate, and I know you feel anonymous as you write another name on another cup. Didn't tell you I was dropping by when you saw me in the line where you nearly cried, traded breaks so you could hang with me. We held each other tight for the full fit.
That helps me. I like that. What else? I don't know that we need. Oh, well, I'm sorry. We were going to experiment with what sending it from different places sounded like. So let's just take the same. Well, we want more send level from this one actually because it's quieter. Let's see what it's like to change where it's sending from. So we'll.
sigh every day. Hours are forever at a job you hate, and I know you feel anonymous as you ride a...
It's just nice sending off the brighter channel of this, getting the delay to be. It just sounds more active and contributes from this sound. Now, if we were sent from both, let's hear that.
So you wake up with a sigh every day. Hours are forever at a job you hate, and I know you feel anonymous as you write another name on another cup. Didn't tell you I was dropping by.
This, adding this in, having them both together, this didn't really make it feel like much was going on. It was just kind of making it sound murkier. Having them together just sounds like it's too much information. It's present, but kind of in a way that's not fitting in. So yeah, we're just gonna get rid of this one altogether. Yeah, I don't really feel like we need to do any of this reverb, but I think you understand the purpose of having this stuff in the template and what reverb sounds like and how I could send it. I mean, we can just turn this on real quick, get a taste of what that reverb sounds like.
So you wake up with a sigh every day. Hours are forever. Every day. Hours are forever at a job you hate, and I know you feel anonymous as you write another name on another cup. Didn't tell you I was dropping by when you saw me in the light.
Don't want it on that sound, but it makes me think that this really constant in the middle guitar might do well with a little reverb on it. And I'm going to send it from the smaller sounding one.
Anonymous as you write another name on another cup. Didn't tell you I was dropping by when you saw me in the line where you nearly cried, traded breaks so you could hang with me. We held each other tight for the full fifth. So you wake up with a sigh every day. Hours are forever at a job you hate, and I know.
I like that. Just kind of adds a little bit of content and weight to it. Okay, so last sounds we really need to focus on before we can start doing automation and further fine-tuning of things are our background vocals. Pretty straightforward, just an EQ. I like to use the Studer tape emulation on background vocals. It just kind of has a nice way of gluing things together. And as you'll see, once I kind of get this going, I run the tape. I like turning the input up to the tape machine a lot, or not a lot, but a pretty healthy amount anyways, to get this to be pretty good level. So I get a little bit of tape saturation, I get a little bit of gluing effect, which actually kind of, that tape saturation gluing effect that I'm going to get from the tape machine gives me a little bit of what compression would sound like, I guess, but without it being compression. It is tape compression. It's a type of compression. It's a type of saturation. It's a type of dynamic control, but it doesn't necessarily sound or work exactly like a compressor, and then that will feed a compressor. But by having this in front of it, I'm kind of gluing things together, getting a little bit of tone and saturation that's different than by using this different tape emulation and this different compressor. I'm kind of getting a different character and different sonic thumbprint for it, so it kind of sits on its own and blends in well. And just running all the background vocals together through this bus sort of helps bring things together. I mean, typically background vocals are harmonies, and they're layers. I mean, sometimes you just have one harmony, but oftentimes you have more than one voice singing it. And tape saturation and running it through helps glue those things together and give them a similar quality, a similar feeling. And then if you have multiple harmonies, it helps put them in the same kind of place and give them harmonics that kind of continue to blend well together. In this case, I think we only had the one higher harmony that came in later. I think what we have here early on in this second chorus is a double of the same harmony. Harmony 1 and harmony 2 are actually the same harmony. It's just doubled. And then we also have the double vocal in here for the lead. And in this case, I want the effects for the double vocal to go through compression and be kind of contained in that sound and not independent of the compression and EQ. I want it to be a relationship. Now, sometimes I turn the noise on and off, and I need to pick a tape setting. A lot of times I'll end up using the 900. And if you'll remember from before, when we were looking at the ATR 102 and I talked about the sound that the 900 had, it kind of has a brighter, a little more aggressive sound. That's going to be great for my background vocals. So it's going to be maybe more tailor-made, but we'll investigate. We'll bounce around here. For the moment, I'm just going to turn the level up, and then and you know, I'm typically pick 15 inches per second for the same reason I've already explained. But I'm so that we kind of have unity gain, or the same level in that comes out. That's why, as I've turned this input up, I've turned the output down by a similar amount, so that the net result is no gain change. I'm just getting tape saturation. So we will experiment with turning the noise on and off, tape emulation, EQ curve, tape speed. Maybe we'll adjust some of this over here, the EQ settings. This does not. Oh yeah, there it is. There's the bias control. Of course, it has bias control. It's a tape machine. Okay, so we know the double vocal.
Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes.
So on this, instead of putting a high pass filter on all of the background vocals individually, I'm just doing it on the group. We do not need all this low frequency stuff, especially on background vocals. We kind of want to clean them up and get rid of that low frequency stuff. So we're just gonna throw a high pass in there. Let's get these other background vocals happening, these harmonies. Let's go to where there's a big harmony section. Although, is there a lead vocal here? Yeah. And then we got to get these breaths going. But let's just balance these harmonies in.
It's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. It's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. It's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. It's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. It's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. It's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. It's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. It's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. To let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. It's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. And it's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. And it's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. And it's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. And it's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. And it's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back.
Okay, so I was just balancing and panning the different elements. I thought I wasn't going to use these effects, but in hindsight, I think just a little bit, especially panned very opposite where the main sound is for the effect, where they're really separated. That actually kind of is kind of a good thing. It's kind of cool. Okay, so kind of got those balanced. You can see sort of the hot level going in here. Let's go back and solo these things up and just sort of hear the differences that we're getting with the tape machine.
And it's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back.
Having the noise on helps glue things together. I'll just spend a little more time listening so you can kind of catch it.
It's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back.
Just makes all the voices sound more unified, like almost like they were sung together really well on the same microphone. Okay, so now we're gonna play around with the tape formula.
It's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. It's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. It's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back.
Okay, well, I mean, 250 is my least favorite, third least favorite. These are 900 and GP9 are similar, but I think this is probably my least favorite of the two. I like this, but I realized in hearing the 456 that I was getting a better sort of upper frequency articulation, and it just sort of sounded even more glued together, and it was kind of giving it like there's a lot of aggressive upper mid-range in this song on all the sounds, and this has a similar quality on this particular tape formula, and the 456 just sort of made the harmony vocals sit in a place that was in a little bit of a hole that's there where there's not as much aggressive upper mid-range, and that quality exists on the lead vocal, especially in the chorus now that I've added the extra distortion to the chorus vocal to kind of make it, for me, fit the vibe of the verse vocal. Then this 456 on the Studer is giving me just the opportunity to have the background vocals sit in a slightly different place in the spectrum and with the color that they're getting. So yeah, I mean, let's try a couple of the feature sets that we talked about.
It's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. It's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright.
I like CCIR better, which is the high frequency emphasis equalization. With the 456, I mean, I still have the qualities I talked about that I liked, but it kind of splits the difference between these two, where it's sitting in that tonal spot, but I'm getting a little bit of that upper mid-range back because it feels like a happy medium, a glue. To me, I like that, and then I'm going to play with the bias.
It's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. It's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back.
turning the bias up, over biasing it a little bit more, where it seems to be drawing out a little bit more of the effects and reverb sound that's built in here. So I'm kind of digging that. Okay, so that's how I'm going to set that up. Let's go look at what the compressor's doing.
It's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. It's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back.
I just was curious to make sure that I wasn't pushing this too hard, which I'm not. It's kind of like right in the very forgiving part of the gain. I mean, you can push an LA2A pretty hard, but there's a lot of grit and stuff going on. So I just want to be careful about not gaining more overtone and distortion on the limiter. It felt like it was grabbing it a little bit too hard, a little bit too much compression. Don't really need that. Just to need it to knock down the really loud stuff, because I'm getting so much control from the tape machine. I don't know, the EQ doesn't necessarily need any more adjustment because I did so much tonal shaping with the choices I made on the tape machine. Just cleaning up the bottom end, maybe all that the job that this needs to do.
It's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. It's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright.
Cool. Just change that frequency a little bit. It seemed like it was missing a little bit of the weight, but all right. Last and final element, I believe, to sort of review and balance is this breath.
The sun goes down, even the sun goes down, even the sun goes down, even the sun goes.
All the harmony stuff has effect kind of on already. So the only thing I really feel like I might want to add anything to is the double vocal. Yeah, I think so. Maybe, yeah, I think so. So I'll experiment with that with a minute. The breath definitely feels like it needs some, I know it's got this effect, but it just feels like it's just too dry. Want to add some reverb. So let's get this reverb going for it.
Even the sun goes down, even the sun goes down, even the sun goes down, even the sun goes again. When the sun goes down, even the sun goes down, even the sun goes down, even the sun goes again. When your heart's got a
I think what I feel like I want to do is I want to put this reverb into the delay with a lot of level.
Even the sun goes down, even the sun goes down, even the sun goes down, even the sun goes again. When your heart's got a hurt right now, and if you won't let the tears roll down, even the sun goes down, even the sun goes down. So you wake up with a even the sun goes down, even the sun goes down, even the sun goes down, even the sun goes again. When the sun goes down, even the sun goes down, even the sun goes down, even the sun goes again. When your heart's got a hurt right now, and if you won't let the tears, even the sun goes down, even the sun goes down, even the sun goes down, even the sun goes.
All right, I like that. Okay, so was also wondering, I don't feel like anybody in the background vocals needs more reverb, and it's kind of cool just using the reverb for the breath and then throwing a little bit of in the delay. I do want to see if this double vocal could use either one of these elements, delay or reverb.
Even the sun goes down, even the sun goes down, even the sun goes down, even the sun goes again. When your heart's got. Even the sun goes down, even the sun goes down,
do not want reverb on that. The delay was sounding cool.
Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes. And you get why now your heart's gotta hurt right now. And if you won't let the tears roll down. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. So you wake up with a sigh every day. Hours are forever at a job you hate, and I know you feel anonymous as you write another name on another cup. Didn't tell you I was dropping by when you saw me in the line where you nearly cried, traded breaks so you could hang with me. We held each other tight for the full 15. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes. And you get why now your heart's gotta hurt right now. And if you won't let the tears roll down. Even the sun goes 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 down. Even the sun goes. And you get why now your heart's gotta hurt right now. And if you won't let the tears roll down. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. So you wake up with a sigh every day. Hours are forever at a job you hate, and I know you feel anonymous as you write another name on another cup. Didn't tell you I was dropping by when you saw me in the line where you nearly cried, traded breaks so you could hang with me. We held each other tight for the full 15. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes. And you get why now your heart's. And if you won't let the tears roll down. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. And it's alright to let yourself feel sad. It's alright to let yourself be bad. You take a hit, then you hit it right back. You take a hit, then you hit it right back. And it's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down.
So I'm just now that I've got all the elements in, I've turned the speakers up a little bit, and I'm just kind of doing a little bit of listening. I was experimenting with changing the tape emulation on the mix bus, just because I was just feeling a little bit of the low end wasn't quite sitting where I wanted it to be. So I didn't really find the result there, and then as I turned the speakers up, I realized that I needed to do a little bit of work on the bass instrument itself. It's got a little bit too much like sub information. So yeah, just going to continue on that path.
Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes. And you get why now your heart's gotta hurt right now. And if you won't let the tears roll down. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. So you wake up with a sigh every day. Hours are forever at a job you hate, and I know you feel anonymous as you write another name on another cup. Didn't tell you I was dropping by when you saw me in the line where you nearly cried, traded breaks so you could hang with me. We held each other tight for the full 15. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes. And you get why now your heart's gotta hurt right now. And if you won't let the tears roll down. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. And it's alright to let yourself feel sad. It's alright to let yourself be bad. You take a hit, then you hit it right back. You take a hit, then you hit it right back. And it's alright to let yourself get mad. It's alright to give yourself a pass. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back. You take a shot, then you shoot it right back.
Okay, so I made a few little changes. What do I do first? Um, Felt like the little upper mid range boost. It feels necessary, but I feel like it was focused a little too high, especially now that the drums and the bass are a little bit more glued together. That I've got the vocal presence in there. The guitars are turned up. It sort of seemed like there's a lot of this going on already, and I just felt like it needed a little bit more support in the upper mid range, but just a little bit lower. Um, the weight of the track, especially once I kind of controlled the bass a little bit more, felt like I could just use a little bit of like low mid range. Um, so I added that there, and then um, the compressor, I just kind of wanted to get it a little bit more involved. I was playing a little bit safe before, kind of wanted a little bit more compression happening on the overall, and then it felt nice to sort of push the output up a little bit to make up for the gain reduction that lowering the threshold is doing, but also to push to the tape machine a little bit harder. That the saturation there, I was just kind of observing my peaks. Everything sort of seems fine. Was looking at the this frequency, and just the frequency spectrum on this EQ plugin, which we haven't used yet. We'll get there once I run some automation. You can see that noise that's going on. I bet you that if we leave this open and we pop this guy on, well, it's part of, maybe not part of it. Maybe it's here that's giving us the noise. That's part of it. I'm aware of it. I'm not particularly scared about it. It's if you look at where it is, you've got this really high frequency stuff, but we are looking at a noise floor of um, maybe 65, minus 65 dB. It's like with a track like this, it's not an issue, and it can be and the mix could be denoised in the very beginning or end where you might hear it, or it might turn off the things that are contributing to the noise a lot in the very beginning and the very end, so that I have a cleaner beginning and end, and then cut those pieces on. Um, this noise is what is inherent and part of analog gear, and that's part of the reason that it sounds the way it sounds. So don't be afraid of this. There's ways to deal with it, and this is the choice I've made. But I also kind of just wanted to talk about, well, why is that there? Well, it's because of all the different tape emulations. For one thing, I'll turn off. Oops, it was the wrong thing here. That's one of the main. This is probably the main contributor, because I can turn this back, the Studer back on. I mean, but like as you observed, there's probably a couple compressors that have a noise element. The Oral Exciter had a noise, like a little bit of, oh, it was the hum actually, or the cycles that it's running on. So this is the main offender. But let's hear it one more time with it on and off.
The sun goes down, even the sun goes down, even the sun goes down, even the sun goes again.
I far prefer this noise feature in. It just kind of the image feels better, the frequency balance feels better, it just feels more glued together. And like I said, it's something we could deal with. So far, everything's checking out. What else did I do? I changed some stuff on the drum kit. In changing the mix bus, I realized I needed to change some of this EQ stuff here. Yeah, so just I'm mixing. Where I'm adding and changing. In some places, I need to kind of adjust in others, and just trying to find that balance and that cohesiveness to put it all together. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is we're going to run some volume automation. and make this mix really come together. And then we'll probably go back and visit our stereo bus EQ. Probably touch a few things along the way. So let's get into that.